is the Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus podcast, and I'm your host, Marsha Ogden. It's lovely to have you here. This podcast is definitely for you if, like me, you're over 50, but again, like me, you're not done yet. Once a week, we'll have a chat about topics that are dear to our hearts as we hurtle towards retirement, empty nesting, staying healthy, downsizing. It'll be a mix of education, inspiration and humour with a dollop of seriousness. But all the vocab and references will be stuff that we relate to. Sometimes I'll have guests, sometimes I'll offer freebies or offers, and sometimes you'll just have to put up with little old moi. But first, this. The Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus podcast is very happy to be sponsored by Organic Secrets UK Limited. With a mission to spread the word about natural relief from mental and physical conditions that stop us from living our best life, Organic Secrets is an online supplier of high-quality CBD and supplements. Hop over to www.organicsecrets.co.uk right after this podcast. There's also a link in the show notes. Hello and welcome to episode 53. This one's called First Birthday, because it is, and it marks the beginning of Series 2 of this podcast. I can't believe that I've managed to create and broadcast an episode every single Saturday since the 1st of June last year. Every single week. Whether I was on holiday, working away, at home. That is such proof to me that I'm changing, I'm improving, becoming a responsible adult, if you like. Well, I am 59. It's time, I suppose. But until 3 years ago, I'd never really been consistent at anything. In fact, in the early days, we did have a whole episode on consistency, didn't we? I think it was number 6. I'll put a link in the show notes. And did you like the new intro music? It's very us, isn't it? I thought it had the right vibe, you know, being a bit 70s and quite lively. Again, like us. I even thought about creating my own music now that I've resurrected my keyboard during the lockdown. But I thought, no, that's a bit too much overload. I already wake up in the night with ideas swimming round my head. The other night I dreamt about hashtags. Yeah, if you're on social media, you'll know what I mean. Hashtags and mopping the kitchen floor. I need to get out more. Actually, as this is week 10 of the coronavirus lockdown, we all need to get out more. For this next series, I wanted to make some changes. One thing I thought about was the title. I'm still very happy with the title, Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus. It is the brand for the podcast as well as the journal and workshops that I have. But I thought, directory, it needs to be a list. A dream life means your ideal existence. And 50 plus, well, that's easy. So what I've come up with is this. And I don't see why I wouldn't be able to stick to it. But I'm going to take a leaf from the book of Sesame Street. Do you remember that? And that leaf will be to say that each episode is brought to you by the letter whatever it is. So next week, to keep it logical, we'll kick off with the letter A. So, you know, let's start at the very beginning. We know a song about that, don't we? Let's start at the very beginning. Yeah, I won't carry on. Before I tell you about a new feature and tell you how you could be the winner of the Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus selection box, I want to share with you some good wishes from friends of this podcast.
guys, this is Jen James of Celestial Yoga, and I wish Directory of the Dream Life 50 Plus and Marsha a happy anniversary. I had the privilege and honor of being on episode 51 and talking with Marsha about living clean and healthy. I'm all about holistic living and working on a budget. And also, this year is kind of important to me too, because I turned 50 during this lockdown quarantine time. So yes, I am going to remember my birthday for years to come also. It's not exactly the way I wanted to celebrate, but I'm grateful to be here. So check out celestialyoga.org and grab that free e-guide on holistic living and working on a budget. Have a beautiful day, guys. Bye.
Hey there, it's Robin Legat, and I want to wish a very happy first birthday to the Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus podcast. What an amazing first year you've had, and I'm so honored to have been a part of it. So I know birthdays are tougher in lockdown. Here's my advice to you. Have a theme party! Get people to dress up in fabulous costumes and get together on Zoom to celebrate. I did it for my husband, and we loved it, and so that's my advice to you. Have a wonderful first birthday, and can't wait for year 2.
Hi Marcia, it's Rebecca Norton here from Sense of Direction. I was on podcast number 10 with you, so quite early on in your podcast career journey, and the podcast was called Sharpen Your Sense of Direction. So I'd just like to say congratulations on getting to 1 year old, and talking of celebrations, I have celebrated my 40th birthday during lockdown. Not quite what I'd planned for my 40th birthday, but nevertheless it ended up being a great day anyway. And for me, it's a great metaphor for life. If you go with the flow, make the most of the situation that you find yourselves in, then it generally goes okay. But I'd love to offer your listeners a free 30-minute session to talk about finding their own sense of direction if they would like to. And another congratulations on getting to 1 year old. Bye!
I just want to say a quick happy 1 year anniversary birthday to Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus from Marsha Ogden. I was one of the interviews that she did this year, episode 47. My name is Leary. It was What to Do If You Lose Your Mojo. And I enjoyed the interview so much. Marsha was a gracious host. She was fun and made the whole interview so enjoyable. I hope everyone gets a chance to listen to all of her interviews, and her shows are awesome. Thank you.
Hello, I'm James Bargeron, and I was fortunate enough to be the guest on episode number 42 of Marsha's podcast. And what I'd like to share with you is possibilities, is that we sometimes limit our thinking, and I'd never actually thought of being on a podcast, and in the last 12 months it's really opened my eyes, and so being invited onto Marsha's was something that I really got involved with and enjoyed and am doing more of now. It's even got me to the point that I'm actually thinking of doing my own. So thank you very much for that, Marcia, and I hope everybody here listening can actually start thinking about possibilities in their own lives. Thanks again.
Hi friend, Brenda Mason, SmallerLivingHugeLife.com, Downsizing31.com. Happy first birthday, Dream Life 50 Plus. My episodes 34 and 35 aired on January 18th and 25th respectively. Since that time, I've celebrated my 5-year anniversary of downsizing from the 3,100 square feet to 310 in 31 days, and just finished our May course. And then I got engaged. Since then, I'm getting married on June 24th, the day after I turn 60. It'll be at 10 a.m. and we'll live stream it. And I wanted to let you know about our community, Oasis Life. It's open right now to you all at a Founders Special. Doors close June 12th. As I always say, don't wait for one day. Live your Oasis Life now. And go over and check us out at SmallerLivingHugeLife.com/Oasis Life.
Hey Marcia May, it is Robin Joy Myers here, and I wanted to say congratulations on your 1 year anniversary of your podcast. I think it's absolutely amazing, and your Dream Life 50 Plus is a fantastic platform. I am a big fan, as you know, and I look forward to collaborating with you in the future, and am honored that I've been a guest with you. You know, I like you, believe that 50 is just a number, and it's our time to create and find our passion and move forward. Instead of thinking it's half over, it's just a beginning. So congratulations. I look forward to seeing what you do with this and in the future, and look forward to doing something together. All the best.
Hi Marcia, this is Pate. We did our talk way back in episode 6 when we spoke about consistency is everything, and I'm super impressed with what you've done with your Director of a Dream Life 50 plus, and now getting to 50 episodes I think when I'm recording this, so by the time this goes out I guess 52 episodes. So to be so consistent is absolutely amazing, so congratulations. For me, this last sort of 12 months or so have been absolutely phenomenal, in particular these last few months where we've had to change and tweak and move and use that word that I hate using but I keep using, which is pivot, and do something slightly different with our businesses. So we've got to think on our feet. I've become a much better entrepreneur in this last 2 months, I think, than I ever did in the last 3 years, just because I've had to. And that's what being entrepreneurial is all about. It's about thinking on your feet and making something happen when the odds are stacked against you, I guess. So congratulations on your podcast, on the 1 year anniversary of your podcast. Absolutely amazing. Well done, and long may you continue.
Happy first birthday to Directory of Dream Life 50 Plus. It's Lara Lauder here, and I'm on episode 38, How Colour Analysis Changed My Life. Yes, it's the Colour Lady here. I live life in colour and I empower others to sparkle and shine and light up their life in their colours and in their style. Now let's talk about birthdays, because I've just had a week of birthdays. It's been my birthday and my 2 teenage daughters, now age 18 and 20, and we have had such fun. We've had the craft box out and we've made homemade cards. We've had homemade cream chocolate eclairs, and we've even been playing with a swing ball in the garden. It's been such fun. So ladies, I'd love to connect with you again. Do come over and sparkle and shine with me. You can find out more about what I do at www.laralauder.com, and come and join my Sparkle and Shine Club. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
There we are. Thank you so much, guys, for doing that. It means a lot. Although I have to say, did you think what I thought? Did you have a little giggle like I did when I was putting it together? It didn't half remind me of that Morecambe and Wise sketch where they had some of their high-profile guests dressed in overalls sweeping the streets going, I worked with Morecambe and Wise and look what happened to me. It did sound a bit like that. I was on Marcia Ogden's show and look what happened to me. Oh dear, let's hope not. Anyway, yes, I know. Carl did mention that consistency episode, and it is actually number 6. To use another old comedy show reference, and now for something completely different. If you're a fan of Amazon Kindle, you're going to love this. From today, for 1 week only, the Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus My Best Life Journal Kindle edition is available at 99p or 99 cents, depending on where you are, of course. Now, I won't be repeating this offer. It's just birthday silliness, really. So follow the links in the show notes to grab it. 99p or 99 cents. If you've ever been on the fence about keeping a journal, now is your time. Seriously, even if you're not sold on the idea of how journaling can save your life, just grab this Kindle version for that crazy price. Because let's face it, you couldn't make this stuff up, what's happening at the moment. So it does need to be written down. Give your family something to look back on in years to come when this is all over. Now, another feature going forward, if I get enough take-up from you lovely listeners, is to have one person on here each week telling us something about themselves that they've changed during lockdown or learned during lockdown. I think it's safe to say that a lot of us have improved our tech skills talking to family and friends over Zoom or Messenger or WhatsApp or whatever. So bearing this in mind, I'd love to interview more listeners who are happy to tell us how they're doing, how they're coping, what you've achieved. You know, just quick 5-10 minute chats, all we need. So drop me an email at marsha@gurglit.com if you'd be prepared to jump on a quick Zoom chat. Now, to show you what I mean, I persuaded my friend and neighbour Betty to record something for us. I haven't edited it because I just loved it. Thank you, Betty. Here she is.
Hi, lovely. I haven't done this before. Well, not recording but you're right. I have learnt use Zoom, which I wouldn't have thought about doing, to be honest. Yeah, it is recording. So anyway, yeah, this is for your podcast. I'm zooming at myself at the moment because I've set it up like a meeting, but it's just me, so it says it's working. Anyway, yeah, I think my family's all a bit shocked because, I've had a mobile telephone for years and I can text and that, but I've not really been interested in learning how else. It's surprising what you do when push comes to shove, isn't it? Although, like, when I text now, I do think, no, I mean, when I text I'm alright, but when I get texts in, it's all a bit gobbledygook, isn't it now? You know, like my granddaughter, our Kirsty, she sent me something and she just put letter K. So I thought it was just like K for Kirsty. And I messaged her and said, I think you got cut off, love. She says, no, Grandma, it's just short for OK. Well, I've never heard anything so daft in my life. I mean, alright, technology and moving on and that, but what's hard about writing OK? Said, is it too much trouble for you? It's like when they put that LOL, isn't it? Still don't know what that means. Ooh, it drives me crackers. Anyway, you just wanted a little test, didn't you, lovey? I have to find the stop button. Oh, Marsha, what have you got me doing here? Anyway, good luck, love. And you're right, I have learned something in this lockdown.
Thanks, Betty, you're a star. Thank you for kicking this feature off. Now, of course, if you don't want to record it yourself, you can send it in and I'll read out your thoughts for you. Now, this competition. I won't lie, this is an out-and-out attempt to get you to leave a review for the podcast, because you haven't been doing it, have you? No matter how much I ask, you don't do it. So I'm resorting to bribery. I am giving you 2 opportunities to win a Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus selection box. What's that? I hear you cry. Well, it'll be a selection, obviously, of gifts in a box, again, obviously. At least 4 in each box. There'll be something from me, something from our sponsor Organic Secrets, a voucher or 2, and who knows what else. I'm still gathering prizes in. It'll be a lovely gift to either help you through the rest of lockdown or to congratulate you on getting through lockdown, depending on where we are. Here's how you can win. However you're listening to this podcast, whether it's on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Stitcher, or any of the other podcast platforms, whether it's via my website or on YouTube, although not all episodes are on there yet. When you've finished listening to this episode, please, please, please rate, review and subscribe to the Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus podcast. And if you're on YouTube, ding that bell as well. Please tell your friends to do the same. And that's all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning. Because I'll be looking at the reviews, writing down the names of the reviewers and putting them into a hat. Then, not next week, but the week after, I'll draw a name out and that person will be the proud owner of one of the Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus selection boxes. There'll be 2 chances to win, one in 2 weeks' time, as I've just said, and one in 4 weeks' time from now. Because the more listeners we have, the more of a community we can build together. And the more popular this podcast becomes, the more the technology and search engines pick it up and distribute it. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, rate and give us a review wherever you catch this podcast. And of course, do join us next week for another episode. The Directory of a Dream Life 50 Plus podcast is brought to you by our sponsor, Organic Secrets UK Limited. All the links are in the show notes, and you can catch up on all previous episodes at www.directoryofadreamlife.com. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time.